5.
Guys, I'm definitely in my recording girl bag. You know what I mean? I'm in my recording girl bag, okay? What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video by your ultimate fave. Now, if you are new here, please make sure to click the subscribe button. And for all my returning subscribers, welcome to another video by your ultimate fave. Wah, 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 wah. Two-time award-winning girly, SASMA, South African Social Media Awards. Let's go. Sorry guys, I had to put that out there. Welcome back guys to another TV recap. Now on a serious note guys, you can see obviously I'm wearing the same outfit as I was wearing previously. That's because I'm doing all the TV recaps tonight. I've been binging on all the shows that you guys have been wanting me to watch, and I decided that now is the time to do these TV recaps. And I am finally going to do the Real Housewives of Lagos. Wah, 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 wah. Damn, how long did I hold that? Count the seconds. Anyway, so I wanted to do a TV recap of The Real Housewives of Lagos season 1, right? But the reason why I didn't do it was because, and I'll explain to you. Now, Real Housewives of Lagos is Nigeria, and I can assure you without a shadow of doubt, South Africa and Nigeria, we are constantly at loggerheads, especially on social media, especially about each other's countries. We are constantly like, we're like this, we're like cat and dog. So, you guys know me. When it comes to TV recaps, I will drag everybody for filth, unhinged, unfiltered. So there was one day where I was watching season 1, episode 1, and season 1, episode 1 gave absolutely nothing. Like it was a 2-pack of ass. You know what I mean? But then I saw a lot of people, obviously from Nigeria, kind of coming at me sideways. They were getting very, very, like, I wouldn't say mean, because for me, I don't take anything personally. It's water off a duck's back, but it was starting to get a little bit like very South Africa versus Nigeria. And then we had Big Brother Titans. And then we were fighting with Nigerians on a constant basis, weekly basis. We're just fighting on spaces, on Twitter. They hate South Africa. Hey, I fell off. Aabo. It started getting somewhat unpalatable, because the thing is, I get it. Like, we're all very patriotic, but also, it shouldn't come at the cost of us not being able to say what we want to say. I say dog shit about South African reality TV all the time. So I felt like I should be able to be given that same platform to say dog shit about, you know, Nigerian reality TV. And then I felt like people were trying to kind of silence me. And I was just like, well then for that, man, fuck that. Fuck your show, actually. I was like, fuck it, I'm not doing it. That's the real reason. I got a lot of emails. I got a lot of DMs. Please do a TV recap. Please do this. And I was just like, no, I'm not doing it. Like, I'm not gonna do it. Because when I shared my consensus on Twitter just off episode 1, it became somewhat of a war zone. But that's fine. Let's all focus on the past. We've changed. I'm a 2-time award winner now. So now I can obviously overlook those indiscrepancies. Anyway, I did watch season 1. Every single episode up until the reunion, so I'm well equipped with who's who in the zoo. But because I've never done any recap on The Real Housewives of Lagos, this is gonna be a character breakdown, right? You guys know that season 1, it was more or less the same ladies, but then it had the exception of that other lady, the light-skinned one. I forgot her name. She left the show. But it's fine. We don't need to worry about her. She's gone, right? This season, we've got Chioma, we've got Aabo, we've got Mariam, we've got Toyin, we've got Laura, and we've got Faith. Am I missing someone? Is there someone I'm missing? Let me just double check. As far as I'm concerned, it should be those 6 ladies, right? So we're gonna do like a quick debrief, get into the, look, season 2, fire. Season 2 giveth what it needed to give it. Someone said it's the best reality TV in Africa. No, stop the boat. The best one is Real Housewives of Durban. But Lagos is giving us a run for our money. Lagos is giving Dubane a run for their money. Like, I'm gonna be super honest with you guys. Real Housewives of Durban is the only franchise that made it onto Bravo. And Bravo is the American network. So Real Housewives of Lagos, once they get onto those shows, then I can say. But I will say without a shadow of doubt, Lagos is number 1. Fashion, makeup. Oh! Yes! Yes. Oh, no, guys. Nigeria has a lot of potential. Like, it has so much potential. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. I think, besides the fact that they are probably the biggest country, not probably, the biggest country in Africa. You understand? Nah. Yeah, they are. They have the biggest population, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on that. But anyway, I feel like Nigerians are a lot more, what's the word? I don't want to say forward thinking because that would then turn around and say South Africans are stupid. But I want to give their roses where it's true. I feel like fashion forward, they are a lot more like advanced from a fashion point of view. They take their image very seriously. Nigerians compete with Americans because when it comes to them, like, you understand what I'm saying? When it comes to the glamour, the glitz and all that stuff, they take it very seriously. South Africans, we don't really care. We're super laid back. That's the thing. Like, we are super, wear my crop top and whatever to an event. Nigerians go all out. Actually, I was invited to the Real Housewives of Lagos premiere with Showmax and I didn't go because I knew that I wasn't going to live up to the standard that I needed to live up to. You understand? And that's the thing that I will never take away from Nigerian women. When it comes to fashion, when it comes to image, they are goated. Okay? So, okay, fine. Season 2. Let's start off with Chioma, right? Now, I love Chioma. I've loved her from season 1. I think she is a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous girl. Beautiful girl. She looks super rich. She doesn't have a husband, so she's not an actual housewife, but she is by profession an entrepreneur. She's a lawyer and she has her business called Good Hair, and she also has the Good Hair, I think it's the Good Hair Foundation, or I think it's the Good Foundation. I'm not sure. But she's an entrepreneur, she's a philanthropist. She grew up in the UK, so she just speaks like this all the time. And her makeup's just perfectly put all together. You know what I mean? And she just can't stand these motherfucking shitbags or whatever. You understand? But she is definitely one of my top 3 favorites. I've always liked her from season 1. I love her loyalty. I love how she stands her ground. I love how she doesn't allow herself to be bulldozed by the older women. I think from season 1, what I picked up is that there was a lot of jealousy and envy when it came to Chioma. Because now Chioma, if I'm not mistaken, she comes from a rich family. So she already had lived that luxurious life way before some of the other ladies. And it also isn't affiliated with marriage or a man. You understand? So I think a lot of the other ladies were very envious of Chioma and very envious of her friendship with that other lady, the rich one, the one who left. I forgot her name, shame, I'll remember. Somebody quoted in the comments. So I loved her from then. I felt like she was young, but she was very bold, she was very strong, she stood her ground, she wasn't gonna allow herself to be kind of bulldozed by other women. And she was very loyal to her squad. She was very loyal to her herd, her core. However, this season, I don't know. I think she's kind of playing to war, like she's pandering. Like she's literally pandering. And I just don't understand why she's doing this, you know? Now, that lady she was friends with last season, who shall not be named, Chioma found out well within the show that she was shady as fuck, right? And now she left because she lost that alliance within Chioma. And that's fair, right? So season 2, now Chioma is very good friends with Aabo. But in the first 4 episodes, what I hated was the pandering to Aabo. Look, I can understand they've become very good friends. And Aabo was also someone I really liked from season 1. But I can tell you without a shadow of doubt, season 2, she's in my top, like she's in my bottom 3. Like, I can't stand Aabo. Like, I need her to grow up. Like, I need you, whenever you're ready, understand that you're grown, you're a mom. Like, you're a mom. Like, you're 36. That's a metaphorical thing. Like, you're not 36. We all know that. But I just feel like Aabo has been so childish in the first 4 episodes, which was so disappointing considering that she actually, when it comes to Aabo, let's jump to Aabo. Chioma's in my top 3. I don't know if she's number 1 though, but she's in my top 3. The next person we're going to talk about is Aabo. Now, Aabo is a well-known Nigerian actress. So she's famous, and she's been famous for a very long time. And you see that in the first 4 episodes, she was taking the girls away on a trip and she was showcasing to them the new movie that she was a part of, and this and the third, wop, 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 which is great and all. But in in season 1, I felt like Aabo was a lot more level-headed, but now that the other lady is gone, Ghost Lady, let's call her Ghost Lady, because should I Google her name? Carolina. Yeah, Carolina Hutchings. Yeah. She was my favorite, but she was a bit of a mean girl. So I'm not too sad that she's gone. Look, I am a little bit sad that she's gone because she clocked everybody's tea. You understand? But I'm not too sad because I think all of this was just beneath her at some point, and she was just like, you know what? I'm not about to risk my integrity and the image that I've built to be on a reality show like this where I'm baited, of which I feel to a certain degree she was, even though she did exhibit mean girl traits, of which Chioma was also a part of. But Caroline is gone, that's fine, right? So the next person we've got is Aabo, and Aabo, I loved her season 1. I felt like she was definitely somewhat the glue of the squad. She's very like catty. But let me tell you something, Aabo. I know you're someone's mom. You're Priscilla's mom. Is it Priscilla? Ne? But let me check you. If you were to ever get up on me and check me like that, you would have no wig to check me with. By the time you got up and you started going, hey, hey, you would have been face down on the floor, mama. I don't care whose mom you are. I would have smacked you so bad. I would have winded you so... Miskat. Like what? Like, Aabo this season was just so, like, it was kind of like a disappointing element to see her be such a mean girl, because I liked her from season 1. Well, I was quite indifferent, but like, she definitely wasn't on my list of people I disliked. It was always Laura and Toyin and them. So to see Aabo kind of switch into this mean girl behavior was quite shocking. You know what I mean? It was just giving like, you a mom though. You a mom. I love that Aabo is very like stand up. Like, I think all the women are actually from the Real Housewives of Lagos. Like, they're all very confrontational. Love that so much, because I can't deal with the whole I'm gonna put it aside and put it to, like, you know, I'm one person, like, let's deal with it head on. What do you have to say? Tell me so I can check you, boo. Aabo's in my bottom 3, actually. Like, she's actually the last one. She's my least favorite right now. The next person we're going to talk about is definitely Laura. Now, Laura was on season 1 causing ruckus vibe. Laura, actually, from season 1, I think the first time where I disliked her was when she was coming for Chioma. Now, Chioma and Laura, it seems like Laura had some sort of a disagreement with Chioma's friend or Chioma's cousin. And from that point onwards, Chioma and Laura just didn't get along, right? And I felt like Laura was very... Laura's an instigator, and I don't know if I said that the last... I didn't, because I never did a review, dumbass. Laura was an instigator from season 1, in my opinion, right? But this season, Laura's really toned it down. Like, I don't know, maybe we're still yet to see Laura's real true colors, but she was definitely my least favorite from season 1. Like, I just didn't mess with Laura, right? So now in season 2, I feel like Laura's really trying to rebrand. She's trying to do like different like things. She's trying to move different. She's trying to be different. She obviously brought Faith into the group. She hasn't really been in the group, like completely in the group. She just, you know, been coming and going, whatever the case may be. But Laura hasn't done anything wrong or anything to make my eyebrow do this. Even though you can't see it through my frontal, through my wig. And I know I'm wearing the same wig that Laura wore, actually. Ever since she wore that wig, I think on episode 4, I was just like, I need to wear this wig. Anyway, Laura's not in my least favorite. The next person who's definitely someone we should talk about is Toyin. Now, Toyin was... I think, if I remember correctly, I had no issue with Toyin. I just had an issue with how Toyin can become very reactive. And from that reactive point of view, there's no sense of logic that's involved. Like, first of all, you're not gonna try attack someone at a reunion. I mean, obviously, yeah. Who am I to say that, actually? Fuck it. Talk shit, get smacked. All I'm saying is, but Toyin, I'm not laughing with you. I'm laughing at the situation. You were a bully. You were a bully. You did the right thing. You stood in solidarity with Laura, but you were a bit of a bully. And towards the end of the show, your disdain for Chioma made you attack her, like unbeknownst to all of us. Like everything that you did on the show, on the reunion, was just like, I was not sure what your aim was, but that reunion was so difficult to watch. And by the time I watched season 2, I wasn't really feeling Toyin, but I love Toyin's stance this season. Like, she picked up very quickly that the ladies were bullying Faith. Like, she was just like, what the fuck is this? Like, you know what I mean? So Toyin's been really relaxed. I love how she took the initiative. She apologized to Chioma. Obviously, Chioma's gonna have like a chip on her shoulder about it. She's gonna be on the defense, rightfully so. Rightfully so. She's got a security and a bodyguard and the doorman and the car guard and any other person, but she can take Toyin on. Girl, yeah, you know you can't do that. But thanks though. But I felt like Toyin really taking that step was showcasing the fact that she's generally not that person at heart. Like, we can say whatever we want about her, but she's not a violent person generally, right? I don't know her. I'm going off based off what I've seen from season 1 and a little bit of season 2. So I like Toyin. She's definitely in my top 3 right now. The next person I want to touch on is Mariam. Did Mariam get like a pay increase? Like, everything she's doing is so tacky. Like, the only thing that's remotely elegant about Mariam is her house. Everything else that she does is just so tacky. Like, I can't put my mother finger on why Mariam is doing this. Stop it! Stop it! Fuck! Like, what are you doing? I'm so disappointed because in season 1, I remember vividly, Mariam was one of my favorites. Like, she was someone who was very tiny in size, but she could clock that tea. And I love that because I think a lot of the time, women we size each other out. We see who we can attack and who we don't have to attack. And I feel like from season 1, if I remember correctly, Mariam at some point tried to be the voice of reason, but then ended up being attacked. You understand? So I just don't understand what role she's taken this season. It's tacky, it's annoying, and we don't care that your husband likes to strip her ass. Okay? Put it away. Pack it up. Mariam this season is my least favorite. She's very childish, and it's so disappointing because I don't really understand what her thing is against Faith. But anyway, before we get into Mariam, let's talk about Faith. Faith, you my number 1, baby. I'ma stick beside you. Guys, Faith, you know what, guys? Faith is the new addition to the squad. She's tall. She's beautiful. She's mesmerizing. She's magnetic. She's poised. She's put together. She lived in the States. She married a white man. She's just moving different, yeah. She's really the creme de la cream of the crop. Faith is who Chioma was in season 1. She's just this new girl on the block. Like, everybody wants to know about it. Like, gosh, she even gives me goosebumps when I think about how beautiful and how gorgeous Faith is. Yar! Congratulations to your parents. You are beautiful. You're disgustingly beautiful. It irritates me. And I can imagine a couple of 40-something-year-old women, you coming here onto the scene. Of course you're going to irritate them. Of course, girl. Take it in your stride. You clock that tea, raccoon. Anyway, so Faith is the new addition to the squad. She is someone who actually lived in the States. And then she moved back to Lagos, I think, because she got a divorce from her husband. I don't know if the husband is still in the States, but she is a model. I did Google her. She is a model and she lives very luxuriously, which is great, or maybe as luxurious as we would see, you know, what we're exposed to, because people don't actually live the lives that we see on social media. I love Faith. Team Faith. You can do no wrong in my eyes. Like, actually, Chioma, move. Faith, get behind me, girl. This season, for me personally, is so tacky because you've got a couple of old women attacking a young woman out of the blue to describe her friendship with Laura. Like, where do you guys even get involved? Now, obviously, judging from what the ladies are saying, you can tell that Laura and Faith aren't good friends. I think Laura obviously just brought Faith in as a friend of the show. No, she's actually not a friend of the show. She's on the show. But Laura brought Faith in as, oh, it's my friend. But then obviously you can see the dynamics between them, that maybe they're not that good of friends. And I think obviously the ladies have picked up that they're not the friends that they claim to be. But there was just something so bothersome about the fact that the ladies were just so determined to know about the nature of the friendship between Faith and Laura. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you guys, you go to Chioma's, I think it was a charity event where she was auctioning some of her old pieces. And before the auction began, I think for me, the first part that, the first part that actually where I realized that you guys are just old and weird is when Faith came to, I think it was somewhat of a spa date or somewhat of a, I don't remember what it was, a yoga, like a, you know, and Faith came there looking dressed to the nines. Yes, was it a little bit over the top? Of course it was. But at the end of the day, Nigerian women are known for being over the top in a good way, not in a bad way. They're known for being over the top, like they glam, their looks, their makeup. They take it to the nines. So for them to come at Faith, look, I get it. Obviously Faith's outfit, according to the scenario of what was happening that day, it was a little bit like, it was giving, you're trying too hard, you know what I mean? But it was giving you're trying too hard. But guys, let it be. When Aabo started stepping on Faith's train, when Aabo started coming for Faith, I was just like, Aabo, I want you to do this. And I want to do this. Like, Aabo, no offense. I think you're an amazing woman, but I don't even care, even if you were going onto the senior citizens pension fund, even if you were retiring, I would smack the shit out of you. You would not make it out there. Like, Faith is a better woman than I will ever be. You understand what I'm saying? She is a better woman than I will ever be. Because Aabo, you tried it. You stepped on it not once, but you stepped on it twice. That was childish. That was disgusting. And coming from you as a renowned actress, it was almost like a, now we know why you're on reality TV. For all the times where you were screaming at people because you're short, was that and ask someone to translate that, there was no way in hell you were gonna scream at me like that and get away with it. They were gonna cut the cameras. And I think that's also something I commend Faith on. Her ability to remain poised in the presence of tacky behavior. To remain poised and to not stoop and like roll with the pigs in the mud. That's something I commend you for, because I would most probably put more water so the mud gets slipperier, and then I would just get in, baby. All animals matter, but some are more important than others. What in the animal farm? Let's go, baby. Let's rock. And you know what I've picked up about women like Aabo? Those are the women who actually can't fight. Those are the women who actually don't throw hands. They assert their dominance by yelling and screaming and talking over you. But when it actually comes to here, they don't. Because I've also noticed that when I get upset, I don't yell. Like, I can't. I'm someone who yells in general. But catch me on a bad day, I don't yell. My voice won't do anything for me. My bad. My voice won't do anything for me in a moment of danger. If I sense danger, I'm not going to scream, danger! Ingozi, gevaarlijk! No. When I sense a level of danger or discomfort, I go quiet. And I've noticed that the people who yell, like Mariam and Aabo and stuff, those are the people who actually don't know what they're doing. Because Toyin Toyin looks like she can beat. Oh, Toyin looks like she can throw hands, but I would never fight with Toyin. I'd say sorry and I'd move. Laura as well looks like she can throw hands. So I think those are the only two women who actually can throw hands there. But I think Faith has definitely showcased the fact that she intimidates these women. Look, I mean, calling them raccoons and stuff, that's warranted. I know you guys are expecting me to say, no, that's not cool. It's not cool, but if you're being attacked and lambasted for the fact that tell us how good of a friendship you have with your friend, it's grounds for me to go off at you. Talking about, my history, talking about, the guys that I've messed with. Okay? I felt like Mariam and Aabo definitely bullied Faith. I feel like Faith was definitely well within her right to throw stones. If people want to take it low, let's go to hell. Let's go underneath hell, because I'm pretty sure hell has a tunnel underground, because every single working operation needs to have an emergency exit. So wherever that emergency exit is in hell, I'm pretty sure Faith found it and she went all the way down there. And I support her 110%. And I love the fact that Toyin also supported her. I felt like Chioma disappointed me in this instance, where obviously she didn't say anything, or she didn't stick up for Faith. I think that was quite disappointing to witness. I know that she's friends with Aabo, but call shit out as it is. Chioma's always given me that I'm a stand-up woman, and I've always liked her for that. I liked her for her clothing. Oh, 10 out of 10. Loved her for her dress sense, loved her for everything else, but I couldn't stand her inability to call bullshit out, because she did that in season 1. Maybe because she was on the firing line, but now that she's on, she's part of the It Girl squad, it was disappointing to see her kind of, not defend Faith or not call out Aabo. She didn't have to call out Aabo in the moment. She could have just said, Aabo, wait, tone it down. You know what I mean? Leave it alone, because there was a point where Faith was trying to explain to Chioma about why or where this thing actually stems from, while Mariam was losing a man. Mariam. I hope I'm saying it correctly. There was a point where Mariam was going off and Aabo was going off, and Faith was trying to explain to Chioma and Tanya. Oh yeah, there's also her. Guys, I have nothing to say about Tanya. She has no backbone. She seems like a nice girl. She seems like Caroline's extra, but great stuff. Anyway, I hated the fact that when Faith tried to explain herself to Chioma, the other ladies were obviously barking over it and not saying anything. And also Tanya, I forgot about her. But anyway, I don't really know much about Tanya. I think she seems like a nice lady. I have nothing good or bad to say about her, but the only thing I will say is that it's becoming very obvious which side of the fence you want to be on, because you're not calling out shit for what it is. You're seeing someone getting bullied and getting, chastised for her friendship with somebody else that has nothing to do with anybody, and you're not saying anything. So yeah, I think Tanya also seems nice, but I guess we'll see her true colors. We're only still on episode 4, but there's new episodes that are out. Obviously I'm going to edit this and we're going to watch the new episode tonight and give you guys a kind of debrief after the next 4 episodes. But so far, Lagos, 8 out of 10. Lagos is giving everything that it needed to give it. Lagos said, screw the business. Well, I'm going to stand on business. I'm going to stand on business. You understand? So I'm loving the drama that Lagos has to give. I'm actually going to stop recording right now and go watch the latest 2 episodes that have been released. But comment down below. Let me know if you think I was a bit too biased. I probably was. I didn't even mention Tanya. I forgot about her. This video was actually just all over the place. I don't even know if I'll release this one, but maybe I will, and maybe I'll do a debrief tomorrow. Comment down below, let me know what you thought of my first ramble about the Real Housewives of Lagos. But other than that, I will see you guys in the next TV recap of the Real Housewives of Lagos.